What is going on? Hello, welcome back, all of my friends. Episode 158. We're at episode 158 here. This episode officially kicks off our month-long of just Halloween specials, basically. Every single episode is going to be either one or many different topics, paranormal related topics and things like that. And we are kicking it off here tonight with our great friends. They are back. Victims of the System is back on the show. This time we have one of the newer members on. Jason, vocalist, is joining us along with our friend Aaron, guitarist. And by the way, not just a huge shout out to them for wanting to be back on and kicking this whole thing off with us, but also the intro graphic on this one was courtesy of Victims of the System. So huge shout out to them for that. It's fucking awesome. And yeah, so man, on this one, we get into everything. It kind of starts as like, asking Jason a few questions because it's the first time he's been on and stuff, and then it just dives down some awesome rabbit holes. We go all over the place. We talk fucking paranormal, all over the place in the paranormal stuff. Like, we really cover the gambit, kind of. We go from like religion to like ghost hunting to fucking UFO. I think we talk UFOs. Yeah, it was so much fun. I had an absolute blast doing this one. It was a really, really great time. Before we jump into it right now, though, there is something all month long that I will be promoting on here. It's called An Evening with the Convalescents, which takes place on October 30th at 6:30 p.m. at the Mwami Indoor Theater in 601 Conant, St. Mwami, Ohio. Tickets are only $10. Masks are required, and there's limited seating. So if you're interested, be sure to act fast. This is, again, An Evening with the Convalescents. They will be showing their new documentary, The Making of the Monument of Misery, as well as some music videos and live concert screenings. In a world where we can't just go see them live like we would always want to, this sounds like a damn awesome event, and it sounds like a really good time. We're definitely going to try to make it down there. Sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. So be sure to check that out. And all things Convalescents. Huge shout out to them. Looking forward to this for sure. But without further ado, everyone, let's get started on this month's first Halloween sort of episode. And yeah, let's dive right in. Here we go. And I believe we are recording. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Lost in the Dark podcast. We have a veteran of the show back tonight. Aaron and Jason of Victims of the System are joining us. And we were just talking before this. Aaron, you just said you went to Walmart the other day. They used to have a big metal section of CDs, and they're all gone. That section is no longer there. And that is something we've been talking about a lot on this, because I personally am still, like, I think both of you might be, a collector of hard copies, whether it be a DVD. Ooh, I'm fuzzy. Whether it be a DVD or a CD, it doesn't matter. I collect all the fucking hard copies of everything. I like the fucking artwork. I like the fucking CD booklet, with all the lyrics in it and everything. Dude. Yeah, like that's something I've watched disappear over time. And like I grew up kind of a little bit all around Michigan. I started down like in the Detroit area. Shit, that camera's still going. Sorry, everybody. Fuck it. So I kind of grew up a little bit in the Detroit area, and then I moved up to like East Lansing and stuff. And in downtown East Lansing, we used to have a fucking 2-story Tower Records that was insane. And that's gone. You know what I mean? Like 99% of all the CD stores in the area are just gone. And yeah, that's something, watching the CD department of all the like the big box stores and everything disappear over time. It's fucking heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah, I remember Blockbuster, dude.
Renting videos, man. Yeah, dude.
Bro, I do remember
that. That was the shit.
Oh yeah.
That was fucking, yeah. Oh, Fuck. Sorry. Hold on 1 second. I forgot to mention my light's acting up. Hold on just 1 second. There we go. Literally just started happening. I think it's a ghost. Just started happening earlier. But all right. Yeah, no, yeah, it's it sucks, man. There's actually a video that Aaron and I took after Best Buy, I think last year, I want to say, announced that they were no longer selling CDs. Him and I took a video of us going to Best Buy one last time to look at what was at that point a minuscule fucking CD.
Oh shit!
It's rough.
Yeah. As far as like CDs go, I will say it was about a month ago. A band that I am heavily inspired by vocally. You'll hear that on some of the New Victims stuff. Shrine of Malice, I bought their Shill CD because it has the lyric booklet with it as well, and I was very, very, very excited for it. So I like collecting CDs, but like only of like really heavy bands because it's like.
I get that.
Right.
Here's a question for both of you. Was there ever a CD that you purchased a hard copy of that you got pretty much like you bought it kind of blind in terms of not really ever having heard any of it, but because of the cover?
Ooh.
God damn it.
I'll tell you, I mean, I'll tell you my favorite one. There used to be a CD store here in downtown East Lansing called CD Warehouse, and it was like on the corner, and I used to go in there. It's where I got my copy of like Back in Black. Like I got a lot of great shit there. And but there was one day I didn't really know anything from this band at this point in time. I think I rode my bike up there. I was still a kid, and I was already into metal, and I saw this cover that freaked me the fuck out. And I was like, if it freaks me out, what's it going to do to the store clerk? So I bought it, and I fell in love with it, and it was Cannibal Corpse, The Wretched Spawn.
Yes! Yes!
Dude, that cover
hell yeah.
insane.
Dude, I have that poster on my wall, and my little brother of all people, he's in my room, and he's looking at my posters, and he's like, what's that? And I was just like, please, don't look at that. Don't.
You're too
Don't
young.
look at that. So I had to be cautious of that.
Right.
Yeah. I will say, as far as the CDs go, I was listening to Green Day a lot at the time, but and I didn't necessarily purchase this CD myself, but my aunt bought it for me, and it was the Uno CD with him with the X eyes and stuff. It's all green, and I was like, I really like that cover. I read the lyric booklet and all. To this day, it's probably one of the coolest records. I mean, I know Green Day people are like, oh, that's not real punk, but it's like, hey, that's what got me started, you know?
I fucking love Green Day. I don't care
dude.
what anybody says. I love Green Day. Uno, my favorite track, honestly, is probably the single Stay the Night.
Dude. Oh man, I gotta say, let yourself go or Troublemaker.
Hell yeah.
Those two are fire.
Absolutely. And to me, that Bullet in a Bible album is one of my favorite live albums of all fucking time. Like,
dude, I watched that. Yeah.
Yeah, that DVD, goosebumps every fucking time, dude. It's insane. It's a great DVD.
Bro, I remember being like maybe 9 or 10 years old, and dude, this was like when I was getting into Green Day hardcore, and they had the Bullet in a Bible airing on TV, and I had it recorded. So essentially, this was back Time Warner. So this would be in my like recorded list like all the time. I literally watched that thing through so many fucking times. I bet if I went back and watched it right now, it would be the most nostalgic thing ever.
Oh, dude, I mean, in a world where there's no fucking concerts anymore, I've been watching live. I've been eating up live shit like a motherfucker, and yeah, that's definitely one I've gone back to more than once, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. All right. That was a fucking great start. What up, buddy?
All right, so to answer your question about the CDs and shit, So I seen this one in Walmart one time, and I caught it like it was a creepy vibe, like it was like I don't know what to like. It was weird, and I caught a Buckethead vibe from it, so I bought it, and I thought it was gonna be heavy, and I put it in, and it was Panic at the Disco, A Fever You Can't Sweat Out. I never heard of them, and I put it in, and I'm like, what the fuck am I listening to?
No.
Whoops.
Yeah.
No, that's happened to me too. I've bought CDs based on the cover, and I put it in, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Come on.
Oh, yeah. Bro, Funny you say that, because it wasn't a story about a CD, but back when Chelsea released Eternal, I found that name like so awesome. So I just went on the web, searched up Eternal Nightmare, and found a band called Violence, Eternal Nightmare. And the cover was like this dude in his bed falling through a bunch of mouths. And I was like, dude, this has got to be some heavy shit. And I listened to it, and it was just like your normal crash. And I was like, the hell on. I thought this was going to be heavier.
Ah, damn.
So I definitely relate to that. That's yeah.
That happens for sure.
Cover over sound.
Right? But to get started, Jason, you are, this is the first time you've been on the show, and we are very happy to have you on tonight. But I always am curious.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I always am curious, especially when I have someone new on who actually like is in a metal band. As three metalheads sitting here right now, we all know that metal is not exactly deemed popular.
No.
What are how did you get into heavy metal? What are your metal origins?
Oh man. Well, I will say it all started it started with basically the actual origin, like how it started, like not like, oh, I listened to this band when I was this age. No, I was like 3-4 years old, and my mom would be playing White Zombie, Megadeth, Guns N' Roses in the car, and I just got exposed to that shit at a young age. And as I grew older, Ozzy was like one of my, I see the Ozzy poster. He was like one of my, like his greatest hits album, Shot in the Dark, and all those songs. They really got me to it. But as being a metal vocalist, and this is where I really say my origin started, especially with gutturals, with what I do for victims. The first band to really get me into that style of vocals was Five Finger Death Punch, surprisingly. Because, like, I remember hearing Ivan's vocals, and I was just like, I want to try this. And ever since then, I've been building. But metal origins, being a 3-year-old kid listening to Megadeth car with his mom.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome. Because actually, with me, it was like my uncle is the one that got me into it. Quite a bit later than 3. It was probably more like 10 to 13. But it was with Megadeth, Rage Against the Machine, Guns N' Roses, AC/DC, Guar.
Oh shit!
Yeah, a lot of those. That's awesome. And yeah, fucking. Actually, no, I kind of fell off of Five Finger Death Punch a bit in the more recent years, but I will always have a bit of a love for that band because I saw them on like their first national tour when they were playing the third stage, the Family Values tour with Korn. They were playing like the parking lot, smallest stage,
right?
And nobody knew who they were. And I thought that at that point in time, I was like, that's a stupid name. But they had a fucking pit. They had the first pit of the day.
Right.
And me and my cousin ran right into that shit. And I've seen him a bunch of times since. And yeah. So yeah, that's absolutely. My co-host Aaron, who was we were hoping would be here tonight, actually, his intro to it is very much Slipknot. But very similar time periods, very similar kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so this next question is more for both of you. Aaron, you told me last time you were on, remind me, What is what's you said there's a website, BandLab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Yep.
That's how you create victims in the system.
Yes. I was 13 or 12 or 13, and I just started getting pretty good at guitar. And I went on this thing that happened there where it's like middle artists wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And I posted, I'm like, yo, I'm starting a cover band. Hit me up if you want to join it. Whole 5 minutes after that, I had a whole lineup ready. And we covered Smells Like Teen Spirit. And it was so bad. It was terrible. And the drummer, after it was finished, he left the band because it was so bad. So, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God.
And since then, I'm the only original member left. But we've had a ton of lineup changes since then, but mainly all from people I met over BandLab.
Oh yeah, and BandLab. So as you described it to me last time, correct me if I'm wrong. It's like something you can get on and find other people that want to make music like you do, and you guys create a band online. So you're basically all over you could collaborate with anyone all over the world. Yeah,
and there's like a lot of more details about it, but yeah, you can post any type of music on there. You can like there's certain communities for like artists you need, like artists wanted and stuff, and promotion communities. Yeah.
Oh, that's yeah.
No, go ahead. And then on there, there's like a bunch of midis on there. So like if you don't even have instruments, like they have drum midis, they have guitar midis, they have bass midis, and yeah.
Oh wow, that's fucking awesome. And when I told my co-host Aaron about it, after you and I finished the last episode, I texted him. I was like, "Have you ever heard of this thing?" And he was like, "Dude, where the fuck was this when I was fucking 15 years old? Like, I needed this. Like, it's a great resource, and I really like it a lot. I think that's an awesome idea. Now, so okay, so Jason, where are you from? What state do you live in?
I live in Ohio.
Oh shit! You're right close to me. Hell yeah. So all right then. So what is? I always like to ask bands this. What and I feel like it'll be a unique answer for you guys because you guys collaborate online. What is the writing process for Victims of the System?
Aaron, do you want me to go first or?
You go first.
I'll go first. All right. So normally what happens is Aaron and the rest of the band, they finish up instrumentals and they email me the tracks. So what I do is I listen to the instrumental 50 times, like as much as I can to memorize it. And then I sit down and as I'm listening to it, write lyrics and just, see like how I'm going to word places with vocals and stuff and keep writing the lyrics. And once I have a pretty good idea of what I'm writing, I throw it in the recorder, start doing vocals, layers, stuff like that. That's normal for me as the lyricist and vocalist. So.
Okay. So you do, oh yeah, that's real quick side note. When did you join Victims of the System?
Oh shit! What would you say, Aaron?
A couple weeks ago.
So recently.
Yeah.
Nice.
Recently, yeah. I'd say it's probably like a little over a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Our old vocalist, Liam, he never responded to my text, and he's a cool dude, and I didn't want to kick him out, but like. He was a busy dude, and I understand that. He was going through like a custody battle, so I was cool with him taking his time. But he started streaming on YouTube and games and stuff, and I'd be commenting on it, he's not responding. I'd be texting him, he's not responding. Now he's posting on Instagram again, still not responding. So like, yeah, there's like no chance of it.
It's like, hey man, I just want to make some music.
Right.
Like, so that's understandable. but Aaron, so how does the writing process work from your standpoint?
I hear inspiration in something else. Like the other day, I recorded a song called Four House Massacre. And with that, the riff I made from that, I was watching a show called Paradise PD. And they started chanting something. And I made a riff out of what they was chanting. and then turn it into the whole song. And I just hear inspiration from something, and I make something of it. Yeah.
So you did, but that's in terms of like guitar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then you write a riff and then you send it out to the drummer and the bassist.
We don't have a bassist. We have a rhythm guitarist.
Okay.
Yeah. We asked it to the drummer.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Nice. And then you guys work on it and have it all come together and then send it over here to Jason. That's awesome. Hell yeah. And I already asked Aaron this on the last episode, but Jason, what would you say your biggest influences are, vocally or in general?
Well, I would say vocally as victims of the system or deathcore or that stuff in general. I have a few. I'd say first one is probably Dickie Allen. He has the biggest. Actually, no. Let me change that, because the first like super heavy band I got into was Signs of the Swarm, and it was a few years back when CJ was still with them. And I heard CJ's Lows, dude. Yeah. I worked so hard for like 3 years. Finally, was able to achieve it. So I'd say CJ's the biggest influence, but others would be like Ben from Shadow of Intent, Greg from Shrine of Malice, Dickie from Infinite Annihilator, even like hardcore vocalists like Burton from Wage War, how he just belts out, his yells and stuff like that. But specifically vocals for victims, it's got to be between CJ, Greg, Ben, and Dickie.
Hell yeah. What about in general, like musically in general?
In general. So, because I actually have a side project where I like do every single instrument. So that's an easy question for me to answer, is because I take a lot of, I guess genre-wise, there's a lot of Blackened, very evil, sounding stuff. I have a lot of symphonics and stuff like that. But as for like bands, I'd say probably the biggest influence I have is Lamb of God. They're probably the biggest influence I have. Others would be like Suicide Silence, Amir, Attila, Chelsea Grin, Die Art, Wage War, Shrine of Malice, all those bands,
Absolutely.
I'm very centered around deathcore as a whole. So.
Hell yeah. No. Lamb of God is, for me, I can never decide what my favorite all-time band is between Iron Maiden and Lamb of God.
Yeah.
I got a story about Lamb of God.
What's that story?
All right, so I was going to my friend's house and couldn't find a ride. These two people pull up outside. I'm like, yo, give me a ride. And they're like, all right. Homeboy starts blasting Walk With Me in Hell. And I'm bopping my head in the back, right? He's like, you know Lamb of God? And I'm like, yeah, dude. He's like, name 3 songs. And I'm like, who do you think you're talking to right now? I was like, I got a Rennie Block poster right there, dude. Like, what are you talking about? And so I started naming albums. I started naming songs. And he's like, all right, I get it. I was like, yeah, put some respect on my name, cuz. Yeah. Oh, shit. But yeah.
I think, though, aside from Lamb of God, I think the biggest influence that I've ever had on music, and this is saying a lot because I make some pretty heavy stuff, but I've been listening. Oh God, third? No. Well, I'm almost 18 now, and I was 9 in 3rd grade. So ever since I was 10 years old, going on almost 8 years, I've been listening to Korn for that long. And I'd say Korn is definitely the biggest influence I have.
Oh yeah.
As a whole.
Oh yeah. They're a band I've seen live once, and they do have a wonderful live show. It is very impressive.
My God, bro.
It was at that Family Values tour with Five Finger Death Punch when they were on the 3rd stage. That's the only time I ever saw Korn, because it was Family Values was like Korn's Ozfest or Mayhem Festival.
Right.
And so they headlined every night, and I'll never forget, they had this fucking they had a lot of mist going on stage, and there was a green spotlight over the vocalist, and like it was all like the mist and everything going around. They had an amazing light show. It looked fucking sick.
Right.
That's what I remember most for sure. No, yeah, absolutely. That's fucking, and that actually, you said something a minute ago that leads me perfectly. So do, you said you have a side, like what, have you ever, I was going to say, have you ever had any side projects or projects before that you were in, Victims of the System and stuff like that?
Yeah. So, the biggest one, self-centered plug here, repping my own merch. I do my own like side project where it's just my name, Jason. I do all the instruments. I play the guitar, the drums, piano, bass, vocals, all that. And I've been doing that since 2017. So I've been doing that side project just under the name Jason for about going on 4 years now. Right now I'm in a few bands, which is, let's see. So I'm in a Goosebumps themed deathcore band called Viewer Beware with my two buddies.
That's awesome.
So
great name.
Hell yeah. I'm with them. I'm also in a band called Demonic Infected, which is like an Infant Annihilator type band, and we're just trying to make the heaviest like crap possible with my other two buddies. So as of right now, like bands where I'm with people, I'm in about 3. But my solo project I've been doing for almost 4 years. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. How long have you been playing music?
Oh, Jesus. I think the instrument I've been playing the longest is guitar, and I've been playing that since I was like 8 years old. I've almost been playing for a decade.
That's awesome, man. That's fucking awesome.
I've been playing. No, go ahead.
What's your like dream guitar?
Oh man!
Both of you. Yeah, this is a question for both of you actually, because you're both guitarists.
I already know mine, dude.
Aaron, go first.
All right.
Go first.
The Dean Lightning Bolt Dimebag guitar. I've wanted that since I was a little kid, dude. Oh my god. Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful guitar. I love that guitar.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a few. It's like maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Now, I am a big ESP guy. I have an ESP 6, 7, and 8 string. So I just use LTD. So my dream guitar would be fully matte black, no other color, all the hardware. Everything is black. There's no inlays or anything. Black hardware, black everything. The night. It would be a newer style Les Paul body, but it would be an 8 string.
Okay.
That would be my
ESP.
ESP, yes.
All right. Hell yeah. No, I'm a big fan of ESP. I love the Lexi Leho line.
Yeah.
I'm a gigantic fan of Children of
So
Bodom.
I would say to sum it all up, a matte black 8-string ESP Les Paul style body.
That's sick.
That's my dream guitar.
I love the matte black too. I love the matte black. That's my favorite.
So sexy.
Another question for both of you, since we were on the topic a second ago. A, have either of you heard it? And B, what do you think of the new Lamb of God album?
Oh, shit.
I've only listened to a little bit of it as of right now.
Okay. So you haven't heard it all yet?
Not yet.
All right.
Oh, man.
What do you think of what you've heard?
Oh, I'll fuck with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
Jason?
I'm just dying to answer this.
Go ahead.
So I had heard about it, but like I never really checked it out because I was in the car with my dad and New Colossal Hate came onto Octane, and I was like, okay, sounds pretty cool. But I hadn't checked it out until like maybe like 2 months ago. I'm scrolling through YouTube music and they recommend the new Lamb of God album. So I was like, okay, This is their self-titled album. I'm going to have to check it out. So I listened through every song, instantly fell in love, went and bought it on iTunes. And dude, believe me when I say this, that as much as I want to say Sacrament is number one for me, this record truly makes number one, because to me, it's like their best release yet. Like, wow. Dude, every track, there's no track that I skip. Like, every single track is absolutely amazing.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, no, Lamb of God is such a big band for me. I think we ended up doing like in some form or another, we did like 3 episodes in a row about that album. Like, I'm still fucking obsessed with it. I think it's not, it doesn't take the number one spot for me, but it definitely is shoulder to shoulder with what my favorite Lamb of God albums. I think it's the best release they've had in a while since.
Oh yeah.
To me, since Wrath. Like, I love Resolution and Sturm Drang or whatever it's called.
Sturm Drang. Yeah.
Drang, yeah. But Wrath was another level for me. Even though Ashes is my favorite, Wrath was another level, and this one is right up there with them. Like,
yeah.
I'd
say like,
great album.
Because like Wrath was like, to me, Wrath was like, they said, okay, we're gonna take Sacrament, and we're just gonna like fully transform it and like mature it. So that's kind of what I took from Wrath. Resolution is good. I've heard the whole thing. Just there's not choice tracks I can't pick, but like, dude, this album. My question to you is, what are your 3 favorite tracks from the new album?
Fuck. Hold on, I got it right here. I'll tell you exactly, because it's there's one in particular that is far and away my favorite. The lyrics just fuck me up. I'm like, this is because Randy, his delivery is so fucking insane. Reality Bath, I would say, is my first favorite. That fucking that intro, dude.
Oh my god.
Where he's like, and no one's done a fucking thing but watch the bullets fly. When he goes, watch the bullets fly, it's pure ferocious, dude. It's pure fucking ferocious. Oh
my god.
I love Resurrection Man.
Yes.
Probably one of the most terrifying intros they've ever done. And then I am a fucking massive Hatebreed fan. So whenever Poison Dreams comes on and Jamie Josta comes in, don't be near me. Like, I will lose my fucking. Like, I don't care where I am. It's about to become a mosh pit. Like,
hell yeah, dude.
Dude, yeah, those are probably my top 3 tracks from that one.
Bro, I totally agree with you with Reality Bath, because when I heard the lyrics, you know how it's talking about like school shootings and how it's just become so like normal. I was like, dude, lyrically, this song is heavy. Instrumentally, it's heavy. Amazing. And then Resurrection Man, I can't agree with you more, especially that breakdown at the end. Holy shit. I have to say though, On the Hook is probably my 3rd favorite one, because it's about like the drug abuse in the world. Yes. And instrumentally, like, they're doing these groovy breakdowns, these blast beats. It's just amazing way to end the album.
And I agree with that. Yeah.
What are your favorites that you've heard so far, Aaron?
Oh, bro. Man, I seen this music video for something. I don't know if it was even on the album, but I seen a music video that dropped not too long ago. They were in like a UFC cage. I don't remember the name, but it was sick. I can't. I'll look it up.
Gears.
Oh. Yeah. I think.
Gears. Yeah. I think. What? Yeah, it was Gears. Was it the one where it was like it had the workers in the office and stuff?
Yeah.
That was Gears, dude. Gears is fire, bro. Especially that intro.
Yeah.
That intro.
Yeah, dude. That song was stuck in my head for like a fucking week last week.
Hell yeah.
Did you guys hear that fucking new? They actually had another. After the album came out, they had another new song come out on the Bill and Ted 3 soundtrack.
Dude,
I did not hear that. I did not hear that.
Look it up. It's called The Death of Us. So it's actually oh shit. Actually, hold on one second. I got more for you too.
Dude, have you watched Bill and Ted 3?
Yes.
Do not tell me a thing that happens. I want to watch it so bad. I've been watching Bill and Ted. I've been watching Bill and Ted since I was a little kid, bro. Do not tell me a thing that happens. Bro.
Wild Stallions, baby.
Yeah,
bro.
My dad put me on that.
If you give me spoilers, I will literally shove my fist in your mouth.
Yeah.
I won't give you any spoilers other than it's outstanding. Fucking yeah. There was actually a fucking on the Japanese release of the self-titled Lamb of God album. There was a bonus track.
There's a Japanese release?
Yep. And it took me almost a week and a half to fucking find it online. It is called Ghost Shaped People. It is on it's now on YouTube. You can now find it on YouTube.
What?
But I highly recommend hearing that because I consider this album an 11-track album, that being the actual last track. It's fucking amazing. It's hard. It's like, it's almost contractory. It's hard as fuck. Like,
bro, okay, hold on. So there's a bonus. Wait, is there only one bonus track to the
one
subtitle?
bonus? Yep, one bonus track. Yep,
bro, and it's called Ghost Shaped People.
yes. Yep.
I am right after this interview. I am going to listen to that,
dude. Fucking go. One great resource. I don't know if a lot of people know about this, but if you fucking search your favorite bands on Google and then go to the Wikipedia page. And then go to all your favorite albums and then click track listing, because Wikipedia will list the bonus tracks that may have never been released. Like, I remember when I first discovered that, I'd been listening to Ashes of the Wake for like 5 years, and I found out there were 2 bonus tracks from Ashes of the Wake I'd never heard. I was like,
yeah.
the fuck? Like, so yeah, like that's a great resource for that kind of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, man. God, that new Lamb of God album is amazing. It's so amazing.
Dude, bro, I was literally listening to it in the shower yesterday.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I've been on
bro, it's like this
actually,
album.
I've been on the last few days I've been on actually 3 albums. I've been on I don't know if you guys have ever heard of them. There's a new band called, not terribly new, a few years old, called Filth. Filth. I believe they're out
I've heard the name.
Yeah, dude. I believe they're out of God damn it, I could be wrong. South Carolina or Pennsylvania, I can't remember. But this is their newest EP. It's a 5-track EP, self-titled. It's phenomenal. If you like deathcore, you will fucking love this.
I've heard the name Filth all over the place.
Yeah. The other one, another band I want to shout out, who's going to be back on the podcast soon, is called War. This is their new album, Prisoners, just came out this year. This artwork is absolutely blows my mind. The inside artwork and everything is fucking phenomenal. And then just last Friday, of course, we had the new Devil Driver. I've been listening to the shit out of this.
Oh shit, bro.
Yeah. So what have you guys been? You guys been into anything? Like, what have you been listening to lately?
Aaron, go first.
Bro, okay. Does it have to be metal?
No, absolutely not. No.
Okay, because I've been listening to Little Toenail lately.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, he sounds like his name's a joke, but he's a serious rapper, dude, and I've been listening to him a lot lately.
Little Toenail, what?
Yeah, dude. But because his music's like, it'll hop you up to like punch someone in the jaw, dude, and that's why I listen to him.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
But besides that, metal wise, dude, I listened to that Backyard Cannibalism album that we was on like 6 times now, dude. That's a masterpiece of an album, even if we wasn't on it. That's a sick album. So, yeah.
And that's something I actually, real quick side note, wanted to bring up. I wanted to give it because I know you guys just did a song. I think if I'm not mistaken, your newest release features Backyard Cannibalism, right?
Well, kind of, yeah. If you're talking about Annually Fucked with the Hammer, that was on Fetal Dismemberment, but the music video got released recently. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Nice. Yeah. So yeah, huge shout out to Backyard Cannibalism. Everybody definitely check them out.
Yeah. Dude, that guy's vocals just pure fucking filth. Ugh. Yeah,
dude. Gnarly as shit.
Bro. Yeah. Dude, I will say, as far as like what I've been listening to recently, I was watching an episode of it's like this channel that like shows a bunch of breakdowns, and they showed a breakdown that as soon as I heard it, I was like, what the fuck is this? And I go to check it out. I check out the whole album. And dude, let me tell you, I am being dead ass when I say this. There were some songs that when I was like listening to them, I felt like I was doing something I shouldn't be because it was so tense. But it's Meth Witch, Indwell.
Oh, I've never heard of them.
Dude, that album, you need to listen to some of the tracks off of Meth Witch, Indwell, because it literally makes you feel like, and I'm going to quote what Austin Dickey said about the album. He said, when he listened to it, it made him feel like he was on a website he shouldn't be on.
Oh,
oh my God.
I love that description so much because that's like how I felt when I was buying The Wretched Spawn, like as a kid. Like I was like, I'm doing something I'm not supposed to be doing right now. And that's so rare. Like,
oh yeah.
So yeah. Oh man.
Bro,
what are they called again?
If Meth Witch and then Indwell, INDWELL.
I'm gonna check them out,
bro. And I'm telling you, like, when I'm listening, keep in mind, like, I never get scared when it comes to music. I never, like, dude, fear is just not an emotion I get with music. But when I was listening to stuff off the new album, especially the song Burn Victim, which is like the biggest song on the album, dude, I was literally sitting there like this the whole time.
Oh shit.
Like I couldn't even headbang. It was just so crazy, chaotic, all over the place. Dude, and the album's so diverse, and you'll see what I mean when you listen to it. But for the most part, it's just fucking terrifying. The album is terrifying.
That's awesome. That's a great that's the kind of review right there that makes me go, I'm checking this out immediately.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit. Fuck yeah, dude.
That's the biggest thing I've been listening to here lately.
That is actually a really great segue, but I do have one more question before we get into it. Jason, in terms of like, have you ever played a live show?
Just doing it for a invisible audience count? No.
We've all done that.
Well, yeah, obviously. I have not.
Okay. How about this then? Have you ever seen any of your favorite bands? And if so, what was your favorite live show experience?
Now this is, oh yeah. So I have seen a lot, and it's like, it's not too many to count, but there's a lot, like it's hard to remember. But I will tell you, the best / my favorite live shows that I've seen is, number one, I saw Korn a couple months back. They just they make the floor vibrate. Like they're all over the place. Lamb of God, I saw live. This was 2018, I think. So it was a couple of years ago, but dude, my neck, I couldn't look up like an inch or look down an inch the next day. My neck was torn because I was just headbanging so hard at Lamb of God.
That's awesome.
Let me see, who else? I saw Disturbed, which was a long time ago. It was 2016, and I was singing every word, just enjoying myself the whole time. This is going to come as a surprise, but I saw Guns N' Roses live when I was in 6th grade.
What year was this?
2015, 2016?
So this is the reunion.
Yes.
Oh,
and I saw
that tour, dude. I saw that tour. I was at the Detroit show.
Because it's so fuzzy, it's hard to remember, but I can tell people, like, yeah, I've seen Guns N' Roses live. Like, it was awesome.
Oh, my God. It was insane.
Now, I will say and this is going to come as a big surprise to a lot of people, is like, dude, for being somebody who listens to such heavy music, I have seen the band Skillet live twice, because Skillet, to me, I don't really focus on the Christianity or religion part of it. I just think Skillet is just such a hard-hitting band when it comes to like their heavier songs, and I've seen them live twice. They just put on the dopest fucking live show. Like, it's crazy. Fire, everything. Dude's got arm cannons. It's all over the place.
Hell yeah.
So those are probably my favorite shows. And I've seen Breaking Benjamin twice
Okay.
too, and it's pretty good.
Nice. Hell yeah.
So.
All right then. Yeah. So let's fucking dive into it. Like, so you said a second ago, you don't really get scared from listening. This is for everybody. You don't really get scared from listening to music. However, that's kind of what metal is, right? Like, I mean, I would argue, like, have either of you ever seen the movie Metal: A Headbanger's Journey?
I don't think so.
I watched the Extreme Metal edition.
Yes, we talked about that last time.
Yeah.
Okay. Both of you abso-fucking-lutely need to watch this movie like tonight, because it is the single greatest heavy metal documentary that has ever existed. And it's actually it's put out by a company called Banger TV. They have a YouTube channel where they do metal album reviews and everything. Yeah, it's those guys. And Sam Dunn, it's his he did it. He's the man. And in that movie, there is interviews with everybody, but everybody includes Tony Iommi, where he says, and I would argue Black Sabbath was the first metal band. That's just personally what I would argue. I know there's a lot of debate, there's a lot of ways you can go on that, but for me, Black Sabbath was the first metal band.
Yeah, dude, because it's like, the bands that are also in that argument, like Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, Iron Butterfly, all that. You listen to them, and I hear hard rock, right? If metal was still not a thing, and Black Sabbath just made the song Black Sabbath, and that's it, that song is metal. That sounds metal. There's nothing else that could even be considered.
Exactly. All the other ones are just missing that element of darkness.
Yeah.
And that is where Black Sabbath comes in. And in that interview in Headbanger's Journey, Tony Iommi says, like we started off as a blues band. Black Sabbath used to be a blues band, and then we like I can't remember if it was their recording space or their rehearsal space was very near to a movie theater. And they noticed that every time the movie theater played a horror movie, there would be a line around the fucking block. And so they're like, well, what if we just tried to make a horror movie with music? And that's birthed the first Black Sabbath album.
Fuck yes.
So I
love that idea.
Yeah, dude, that's where like that whole idea kind of comes from. And so that is where I want to go right now, because it is October. You guys are the first guests to be on the show this month for fucking
hell yeah.
We don't have a name for it or anything, but we're just doing fucking like spooky episodes all month long. So my first question is to you, Jason, because I've already asked this to Aaron last time. I always ask this to every new guest. In your life, whether it be having to do with any aspect of the term, have you ever had anything that you would describe as a paranormal experience? Whether it be ghosts, aliens, Bigfoot, whatever, I don't care. Any of it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so I'm going to start off with the lightest one, where one day I had been sick for about a week, and this was just agonizing pain, just pure hell of being sick. It's like, this was the sickness where someone would be like, why can't I just feel better? Like that type of shit. Exactly. So I remember being in the bathroom and taking a shit, TMI, whatever. But it's raining and all that, and it's thunder and all that. And this was me going through a time where I was questioning my religion and Christianity really big. Now, I was making a joke to myself as I started looking out the window, and I was just like, because at the time I was doing a lot of bad things. Like I was diving into a lot of drugs and, doing all that. And I was looking out the window, and I was acting as if I was talking to God. And I was like, is this your way of telling me that I'm doing something wrong or something? And keep in mind, before I went into the bathroom, I remembered, without a doubt in my mind, I flicked on the light switch. Now, this light switch can't just fall on its own. It can't just like turn off by itself. So I got up from the toilet, the lights were still on, and I'm looking out the window saying, is this your way of trying to tell me something? And then I look back, the fucking light switch is off. No one was in the house. I was by myself. And I told like some of my grandparents about it, and they were like, that's gotta be a sign from God. Obviously, I don't dive into religion anymore, but that's the lightest experience.
Are you still like religious?
Now, well, see, I don't say I'm atheist because we're not just here because we're here. There's a reason we're here. We just don't know. So I say I'm agnostic. I think with like Christianity or anything like that, this is a topic for another day, but like, you know, I just don't agree with some of the things that they say in the Bible or 10 Commandments or whatever, but no, I'm agnostic. But as far as the really paranormal stuff, it still gives me chills to talk about it. So I don't, God, I was like maybe 5 to 6 to 7 years old. So 5 through 7 years old, one of those. And it was just me, my mom, and my dad. We were all living in the same house. And I remember and I don't know how it's so vivid for me, but like one day I was talking to my mom. I was like, is there anything paranormal you've like ever dealt with? And she was like, when you were a kid. And ever since she told me about this, it's been so vivid in my head. I remember there was a point in time where I was seeing this little boy that was the same age as me. He looked the same as me. He was just like, it was a ghost child almost. There were points in time where like I would get up at like 3, 4 in the morning and would see him talking through my TV, shit like that. He would say, get up, it's time to get up. And I would be like, no, I have to go to sleep. And he would be talking through my TV. One of the biggest things was I always had a cup of milk before bed, and I was going to grab it. And I was like tugging on it as if like somebody was like holding it from me. And my mom and dad were like, Jason, drink your milk. It's time to go to bed. And I was like, I can't. The little boy won't let me. And I just remember seeing like this figure like holding the milk, like taunting me, not letting me, drink the milk. And the only other incident I can truly remember was I was getting ready to get in the bath. And my mom was like, Jason, get in the bath. Come on. And I was like, the little boy says no. And like, if I remember like just a little bit, he was like, the boy was like, we're not taking a bath right now. And he was like, he got in the bath, I think, and was like pointing away. He's like, we're not taking a bath right now. That's probably the most paranormal thing I or my mother has ever experienced, because when I was a kid, I was like talking to this dead child who would like taunt me and stuff, I think that's the most paranormal thing I've ever experienced.
Did you guys ever like look into like the okay. Did it continue after you left that residence?
It did not. No.
Did you ever look into the history of that residence?
Well, we did a little bit of digging, and this wasn't the only occurrence. And I will tell you that my mom has told me stuff like this, and I believe my mom. My mom doesn't lie about this. She's a paranormal investigator, so she deals with this type of shit. Yeah.
So am I.
So, fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome. She told me one time she was with her friend, and they were just sitting at the dining room table, and all of a sudden her friend, like her head jerked back, like really like fast and rapid. And she was like, what just happened? And her friend said that it felt like somebody was tugging on the back of her hair. Stuff like that. I do know for a fact that like now this is probably with all dogs, but the dog I had at the time and the cat, they were very calm animals. sometimes they would just like get up and run around for no reason, just act crazy as if they were seeing something.
Mm-hmm.
And there were points in time where like I was the only room downstairs, so it was pretty scary for me as a kid. So they moved my bed up to their humongous walk-in closet. And I just remember laying there seeing figures and shadows and stuff. And we've looked into it, but like we didn't really find much history about the house. I mean, the only thing that we could chalk up is that these were some angry ass spirits that I mean, pulling out hair, taunting children, you know, like the only information we truly found about the residents was that like, because, and I'll tell you, this is a house that's literally has no neighbors. It's in the middle of nowhere. Here's the house. You got the big walk-in driveway, trees on this side, trees on this side. The driveway comes out and then it's just open road. This house has no neighbors. It's literally stranded. So the only thing we truly found was that some residents that were there were like pretty angry, like people and stuff like that. And that I think one of the people who lived there like got arrested a bunch of times or some weird stuff like that. But overall, I just chalk it up as like these were some angry motherfuckers.
That is fucking wild, dude. That is. It's yo, Aaron, go ahead.
I got 2 stories I didn't tell last night that I remember.
Oh shit!
Yes,
let's go.
Yeah. All right, so the first one isn't that long, but I've been hearing it my whole life. It's either my aunt or my great grandma. They witnessed an exorcism happen, like in person, and
you're fucking joking.
Yeah, they said that, and they're like not trying to be mean, but they're like pretty old. So like it was like back in the day, and like they said they was dragging her up the hill, like because the church was on top of a hill. They was dragging her up, and she was screaming, and it was a woman, and they said it sounded like no woman they've ever heard. It sounded like insane.
Yo,
sounded like vocals and victims of the system.
Yeah. But I've been hearing that story my whole life, and I get the details mixed up. But yeah, but the second one, my grandma told me the story a lot. She had this friend named Holly, I think. There was this bridge that they weren't supposed to go over when they was walking home. But one day they was walking home over the bridge. She's having a normal conversation with Holly, and Holly says, "Run," and just starts running. And she's like, "Oh, what the fuck are you talking about?" And she turns around, and she says, in the sky, it didn't look like a cloud, but it just looked like a huge blanket slowly coming over her and Holly. And she started running and did not look back. And she said she still has no clue what it was to this day. Yeah, she's pretty wild.
That's insane.
Yo,
that's insane,
bro.
Just remember something else. There's this one. I don't know if it's near here, but it's called like the Lollipop Bridge or something. And it's like because this woman threw her baby off a bridge. I think it's near here where I'm at. She like threw her baby off a bridge. And legend says if you like put a lollipop on top of your car, no matter how you hold it down, what you hold it down with, once you get over the bridge, it's gone. And they say it's the baby that she threw off. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Wow, dude.
There is a metal footbridge. It's very small. Like when you walk up to it, you wouldn't be like, "Oh yeah, that's a bridge." You know what I mean? Like it's very small. It's maybe like 10 to 20 feet long and maybe like 2 feet wide, 2 to 4 feet wide. I don't know. But it's out in like the Grand Rapids region of Michigan, and it's called Hell's Bridge. And the legend says there was a serial killer who like drowned a bunch of children off of that bridge. You can hear shit. And when I was in high school, my senior year, I took a class called Film as Literature, where the final project was to like make a movie. And so me and my group decided to make a fucking a ghost documentary, paranormal documentary. And we went there, and I'm still searching for that DVD, but is the craziest thing, because I don't remember this at all when we like we had to like make the DVD and then show it to the class. And then years later, I was at my cousin's house, the co-founder of this show, Preston. I apparently had left the DVD at his house and he found it. And he's like, dude, you want to watch it? I'm like, yeah, let's check it out. Because I'd completely forgotten about it. I didn't remember anything from it. And when we're at that Hell's Bridge, there's a moment where the camera pans up into the tree. And there's literally a fucking dude in the tree with a giant crazy brown trench coat on. And I was like I saw that in the living room with my cousin. I was like, what the fuck was that? Like, there's no way we edited that in, because I was in the editing room the whole time. Like, how did we not see this the first time we watched this? Like, nothing made sense. It was there, and I need to find that and post that. Like, that was crazy. I don't know where it is.
That's wild.
But here's another good one for you guys. Okay, so you guys are both from very different locations. All three of us are. And do either of you from your local areas have any like really crazy like urban legends or anything like that?
I do.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm gonna let Aaron take this in on this one, because I don't think so. Not around here.
Okay.
Okay. So, all right. As of right now, I'm on the wrestling team, right?
All right.
When we work out in the weight room and we practice like sparring and stuff. During the year, we switch up where we wrestle, like actually wrestle, not work out. But as of right now, we're in this upstairs gym that like hasn't been used in years.
Okay.
And this where we practice at is the Board of Education, but it used to be a school. And when my mom went to that school, she said a bunch of people said that this dude lost his basketball game and hung himself in that gym. And people said they heard like after hours they'd hear basketball bouncing in the gym. And yeah, and I've heard that story my whole life too. But yeah,
Damn.
And it's a creepy gym, dude. It's like it's weird looking. Like I can't explain it. Like you just catch an eerie vibe from it. But yeah.
Now, this doesn't have to do with an urban legend, but I got into something, as Aaron was saying earlier about like an exorcism, is that I am a sucker for exorcisms and demonic possession and stuff like that. Like seeing like people where they're like acting crazy, eyes all, diluted and stuff. There was one time I was in maybe 4th grade and I was acting out. Now, to keep in mind, my father, he's Catholic, like big time. And he kind of saw this because, like, if you also think about it, because how I said my mom and my dad are paranormal investigators, they thought that they might have accidentally home with them, something followed, because the way I was acting out was just like not like me at all. And he took me to a priest to see if there was anything wrong. So essentially I got like, some people would say it's a mini exorcism, but like, needless to say, they thought I was possessed.
Are they a part of a specific like paranormal investigation group?
Yeah, they're called SWAP, Southwest Ohio Paranormal.
I follow them on Facebook, bro.
No, you're joking.
I'm dead serious. I'm
Hell
dead.
Yeah, bro.
I follow so many of those groups because my roommate and I, we're both really into this stuff. We do this stuff. We've been to a lot of locations in Michigan where it's like, places you can kind of like rent out for the night and like have a free roam, but it's always put on by a particular paranormal group. So all of them that I can find in Michigan and the surrounding states, I follow, but I definitely follow SWAP. I know that. I've seen their Facebook page. I know I follow them. Yeah, that's one.
Yeah, that's my mom and dad.
I think they've done some stuff in Michigan.
I think they have to, because like when my mom and dad go out for investigations, like sometimes they like go out of Ohio.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So
yeah, that's one. Yeah, that's crazy. That's awesome.
yeah,
that's definitely one of the ones I follow. That's sick. Now
that's my mom and pop.
that's awesome, man. Yeah, and you know, have you ever been on an investigation with them?
I've tried, but most of the places that they go to are 18 and up.
Ah, okay.
But on my 18th birthday, they are hopefully planning to take me to one, because, dude, I would die to go to one. And I tried to convince my mom. I was like, if you're going to take me, we're taking in a Ouija board. And she was like, not happening.
That's something we're about to get into. But real quick, have you ever heard, because I'm not gonna lie, one of my, like, I have a few like dream locations that I'd like to go to, and one of them is Mansfield.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of that?
Maybe.
the Mansfield Reformatory in Ohio is like, based on the research I've done personally, it is probably one of the most haunted locations in the country. Like, it's insane.
I think, actually, you know what? Now that you say that, I think my mom and dad have done an investigation there. I think.
I would bet
it's about 50-50 chance they did. Yeah.
I would fully, I would bet they have, because that's one of the biggest ones. That's one of the biggest ones that's like up there with Alcatraz. Like that's one of the biggest ones.
If I because I've never used Zoom on my phone. If I like go to the home screen and try to text someone, will the call still go?
Yeah, I was about to ask that too. Mom,
let's find out.
All right, cool.
Hey!
Okay. Yep, you're still there.
Right,
you're still there.
Cool, because I got like,
I'm gonna text my mom and ask her if she's ever went to Mansfield.
Oh, awesome! Fuck yeah! That's awesome. Well, let's see here.
Mansfield. What was it called? Mansfield.
I think it's called Mansfield Reformatory or Mansfield. Yeah, I think it's Reformatory or State Prison or something. I can't remember if it was a prison or a hospital. I feel like it was a hospital. Mansfield. It might just be Mansfield Hospital at this point.
Okay.
That's hell yeah. That's awesome.
She's literally on her phone like right now as we speak, so I should get a response pretty quick.
Nice. And this, like my like I said, my roommate and I are really into this stuff. We go to a lot of these things, do a lot of these things together, but we've never been up. We've actually worked with a few different groups in Michigan, but we've never like been a part of one. You know what I mean? But we're always looking to outreach and talk to more. So that's fucking awesome.
Okay, so she responded with, yes, I have. And I'm asking her, what did you find? Like, if there was anything like.
What's the craziest experience you had?
Yeah.
Burton.
Yeah.
What's your co-host, Aaron? What's his band's name? It's like Bob Wraith, right?
Yes, Bob Wraith.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, I was listening to him the other day, and I just thought about that.
But their newest, they got a new EP out earlier this year. I think it's a 5-track EP called Titan. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
That and they released a single. Damn it, I can't remember if it was earlier this year or last year, but it was called Monstrous. That single is fucking hard, dude. It's so hard.
I seen the music video. It was like on a playground, I think.
No, no. That was a different one. The Monstrous, I think, just had like a lyric video or like a logo video or something. But I know the one you're talking about. That one's good too. Yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah, they're really great. Another one right here. You should check out from Michigan, friends of the show, Recorruptor. That's what this flag is right here. They are fucking phenomenal. This album.
What's that?
What?
What's the band you had on like right after me? Like the dude's name was Keith. He's from
Convalescence.
Yeah, dude. I've never heard of them until I watched that, but I started listening to them after, and it was pretty sick.
Oh my god, dude!
And I talked to the keyboardist from that band.
Katie?
And, yeah, we're talking about doing a song together. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's amazing, dude! No, she's fucking incredible. I really hope to have her meet. I really hope to meet her and have her on the podcast one day. She's, dude. You should go to their fucking YouTube page and check out they got like. Or actually just search them on YouTube, The Convalescence Interview. And like they did like a bus invasion. Like, they've done a lot of really great stuff, and she is fucking awesome. I hope to have her on the podcast one day with Keith or something, man. Like, yeah, the Convalescence Monument of Misery was on our album of the year 2019 list. Like, I go back to that album almost daily. Like, I fucking love that album.
Yeah.
It's
Man.
Nuts.
Dude, I've been talking to a lot of huge people about doing songs and like we've worked with some pretty big people like Cranium and Backyard Cannibalism, but like I'm talking huge, like Osnine Kills, talking to their guitarist right now.
Oh wow.
Suicide Silence, talking to Chris Garza, he's the homeboy. Yeah. Dude, I really wish he could have got on here, dude, but yeah, he's a busy dude. But that would have been sick. But man, there's been a couple. I just can't think of it all right now. I was thinking about doing the Feature X website. It's like a new thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can, I was gonna do one with the vocalist Chelsea Grin.
Oh,
but yeah, that'd be sick. But
yeah.
I'm just kind of broke, so I don't know if I can afford it.
Understandable.
Yeah, but if
a little. Is this gonna be like on YouTube or like?
Yeah. This will be this will be on.
Is this podcast like?
It'll be be on YouTube.
Is it live?
No.
Is it live right now?
No.
Okay, so like where are you all putting it?
It'll be right now. Sadly, our only location is YouTube, so it'll be on YouTube probably on Monday.
Okay. Well, I just want to say this. Keep quiet about this, but I'm working with Featured X. Maybe because I'm not that big yet, but I'm working on getting on there to see if maybe in the future I can give like guitar solos or riffs or vocal features or anything for bands. So little.
Okay, yeah, that's awesome. What was the name of it? You said Feature X? You cut out for
yes.
Okay. All right.
Featured X.
Featured X. Excellent.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But man, I'd love to be on it, but the thing is, I've been hit up by bands to do songs with them, like personally through DMs, and I don't look at it like as an opportunity to make money. I look at it as an opportunity to make music with someone who can be chill. You know, I don't look at their followers first. I don't think about how big they are. I don't think about how big
right.
I am. And even if I was like as big as Slayer, I still wouldn't, because when we first started like in the slam scene, I lost count of how many bands I hit up, and I'm like, yo, you down to do a song? And they're like, yeah. And I send them the track, never respond again. And like, these record labels, Slam Worldwide did it twice. Dude, so many bands, and I never want to be that cocky to where like, you're not good enough to do a song with me. No, dude. Like, I don't care how big you are, I don't care how small you are, I don't care how much experience you have. Like, it doesn't matter to me.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that's honestly, yeah, that's the same kind of approach I take with the podcast, honestly, buddy. Like and that's something that I learned kind of from not I don't know, like I observed, I guess, watching a lot of other bands and how they did their things, and like watching their documentaries about how they came up and all that stuff. Yeah, no, like we like I told you the first time, we have an open door policy on this podcast. Anybody is welcome, especially from the metal world. And And yeah, we just we want everybody. We want everybody. We want to fucking get everybody up as much as we can, because this is our world. This is the world we love, and the metal community is the one we're a part of. So
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I love that, man. But do you know he goes by like a real guy or Randiness? He goes by both. He interviewed Gore Pig and Cool and Horror, and I'm working with them. I worked with them when we first started Slam, and they turned it down, but they were super a lot. But he did an interview with him, and he's pretty big, but I don't know if you've heard of him. But yeah.
oh, I haven't. What? Say the name again so I can write it down.
Randiness or a real guy, like with a bunch of letters. Like he drags out the name.
All right, Randiness or a real guy. All right.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I'll check that out. No, I haven't. I've not heard of that one yet. I'm always looking for those.
Yeah, because I got an interview on his thing soon, and I've been watching him for a really long time, because I remember when Gore Pig, I don't know if you've heard of Gore Pig, but they made a song just for him, like to use his name as his intro. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I thought that was the sickest thing ever, and yeah, and now I'm doing an interview with him soon.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. So hey Jason, did you ever get a response?
Yeah, hold up.
All right.
Dude, while we're waiting, I got something to say. There's this podcast called like Straight to Core podcast.
Straight to Core?
Yeah.
Okay.
And dude, so I listened to some of their stuff. I didn't see one interview before, and I was like, well, I'm gonna try to get an interview. This is before I even talked to you. I was like, it'd be pretty cool to do an interview, you know. So I messaged him. I'm like, yo, dude, can I do an interview? He's like, yeah, man, sure, whatever. And no, the first time I messaged him, I wanted him to play our music on the podcast because he said he would do it. Didn't do it. Then he said he would interview me. He was like, yeah, I got you next week. It's been almost like 5 months now. Homeboy still hasn't interviewed me. And every time I hit him up, I'm like, yo, dude, down for the interview? He's like, yeah, next week. And I'm like, when next week? He's like, probably Wednesday. Never happens. He'll always tell a convincing story. Then he'll interview like 10 other people. And I'm like, all right, whatever, dude. I just haven't messaged him in a while, and I thought of it. I ain't trying to start no beef or nothing, but like.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, I mean, metalheads aren't exactly known for timeliness, so
yeah.
You can always, I mean, but yeah, man, no, yeah, they know that happens sometimes. But yeah, you're definitely, you're this is a home for victims of the system. You're always welcome on here, and anytime you want.
Hey, y'all should get me on here a little more. This is fun.
dude, absolutely. No, yeah, absolutely. Like you're welcome on anytime you guys have anything to promote, or if you just want to fucking shoot the shit. Who cares?
Hell yeah. Should I have like Aaron let me know if like there's one coming up?
Yeah, I got you.
I mean, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Or just we could talk after the show and fucking hit me up on Facebook or whatever. That's fine too.
Oh yeah. Hold up. I wanted to say real quick, as for the answer, when I asked her the craziest thing she saw there was some flashlight activity and some spirit box activity. So essentially she got some like responses via like, having the flashlight being turned on and off by itself, or answers through the spirit box.
Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's I've see, that's the thing. That's the thing is I approach this stuff. I love the world of the paranormal. It's always fascinated me ever since I was a kid. But I also am very like scientifically minded. So like extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence.
Right.
And while I do go out and do this stuff, whenever something happens, the first thing I try to do is debunk it. You know what I mean? I wanted to make fucking sure what just happened was real and not bullshit.
Right.
I've so through doing a lot of it, I've definitely had some some pretty crazy flashlight experiences. We don't own a spirit box, but a lot of the times when you like rent out a place or whatever for the night, you have free roam, and there's a paranormal group there kind of like putting on the show or whatever. They have equipment you can use, and there's a spirit box.
Right.
Probably, I mean, honestly, like the one that to this day gives me chills is I was in we were in it was like a museum. It's the old mill. It's called the Old Mill in Dundee, Michigan. And it's actually it's not that far. It's really, really South Michigan. So it's pretty close to Ohio. And it's a fucking straight up museum. It's a like legit museum with like, you know, like exactly what you'd think. And like displays and everything. And behind, like there was one moment where we were upstairs and all the lights were off and everything, and everybody else was on the far side of the floor from me. And I noticed like right behind like the velvet rope or whatever, there was a fucking piano. And I am a gigantic Ghostbusters fan. And so that scene in Ghostbusters where Peter Venkman walks into Dana Barrett's house to investigate, and he lifts up the lid of the piano and goes on the fucking 2 highest keys. I was like, I'm gonna do that. And so I started fucking with it, and no sound was coming out. And I was like, oh, in my head, I was like, oh, it must be broken. And I just continued on. And then not 3 seconds later, I heard something come out of the spirit box on the other side of the floor from me, because it's kind of an open floor with a bunch of like displays and everything. And I couldn't hear what it said, but I heard, and I couldn't hear what the people around it were saying, but they kind of sounded confused to me. And so I shouted out, hey, what did that just say? And they said, it said broken. Not a second after I was playing a broken piano. Like, to this fucking day, that gives me chills. Like, I was like, what the fuck? I was just playing this broken piano. They were like, what the fuck? Like, it was that was one of the more wilder ones for I see. And that's the other thing is that's the other thing that keeps driving me to keep going to these places, is because I still haven't had that one experience that's like, oh my God, all this shit is real. Like, I'm done.
Right.
I'm good. Like, I still have never had that. I've experienced some weird stuff, but I've never had that one. So I'm searching, you know what? And again, right here, I want to believe, you know what I mean? I got that poster behind me at all times. Like, I want to believe, but I'm still searching for the proof. You know what I mean?
You need it to be like, this is what I say to everybody is when people are like take Lord Jesus as your savior. And I just think of it as like, bro, the Bible. And like I said, conversation for another day. Christians, I'm sorry to anybody watching, but I just say, put God in front of me, then I'll believe. Or I need to hear him like respond. Yeah. Like, I actually need to hear him respond. Same thing with aliens. Like, they need to come like in front of me. You know, it's kind of like what I was saying with like the flashlight. Like when you see a video of no one touching the flashlight, nothing connected to it, and you just see it go on and off by itself, you have no choice but to be like, okay, like there's got to be something on the other side. You know, like that's physical proof, because like you can't see spirits, you can't see ghosts and all that. But when it comes to like aliens or God or Satan or anything like that, it needs to be like physical proof, like right in front. That's for me at least.
Yeah, it's like I ain't trying to fit nobody neither, but like, man, I don't even know, but it's like with the Bible and stuff, all these stories that like David and whoever's telling, how where'd they hear it from? Like, how do we know to believe them? They're just like talking. Like I could write a Bible and like say all the things they're saying, but like I know all Christians ain't like this, but like Christians my town suck straight balls. Like I don't care if I offend them, but
oh God,
Dude, I cannot stand them, man. Like, if any type of church opened besides Christian, like Catholic, Baptist, whatever, anything open, dude, they're rioting. I'm sorry, they're losing their shit. Because, dude, one time when I first got this Venom shirt I wore, and the last time I was on here, when I got that Venom shirt, wore it first time, just came in the middle of the day before I wore it to school. I'm like, man, this is the sickest shirt I've ever seen in my life. I walk on the bus. There's this really preppy bitch named, I'm not going to say her name, but she's like super Christian. And as I'm walking, she puts her feet up in front and in the seat in front of me so I can't get through, and giving me this dirty look. And I'm like, what's your deal? She's like, I like that shirt. And I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like, you're really doing God's work by not letting me get to the back of the bus, you retard. And I just walk over and then go to the back of the bus. Like, that was retarded. And then, dude, that Venom shirt got me in so much trouble over nothing. Like, I'm just chilling with it on. And dude, I get to school one day. I was out for like a week. When I get to school, my friend, I'm not going to say his name either, but he had like overdosed like right before that in the bathroom. When I get there, you know, the story's twisted and I hear he's dead. He's not dead, but I hear he's dead. Huh? So I'm in a bad mood, right? I missed my STAR 360 test or whatever. I got to go retake it. I'm sitting there. I'm in a bad mood. I walk out with a Venom shirt on. This sexist, feminist, overweight, elderly citizen teacher comes up to me, super Christian dude, and she's like, that shirt's against the dress code. And I'm in a bad mood. I'm like, no, it's not. She's like, you want to take this Coach House? That's the principal. And I was like, yeah, I would love to. And so we go up there, and he sort of looks at it. He's like, yeah, I think it is. And I'm like, how exactly? Please explain to me, because we're in a public school. I have freedom of religion. This doesn't even have to do – it's got the pentagram in the Baphomet in the middle. It says in league with Satan.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
See, that's what it's against the dress code.
Yeah.
Yes.
Metal as fuck, bro.
Fuck yeah, bro.
But he was like – dude was like, yeah, I think it is. I was like, dude, I have freedom of religion. If you want me to take this shirt off, then you better, every person that walks by with a Christian related shirt on, you better tell them to take it off too, because I'm not taking it off if you don't do that. And then and he was like, I'm not going to ask you to take it off, but there's people who would offend, and I'm not personally offended by it, so I'm just asking you flip it inside out. And if there was any Christian related shirt that offended you personally, please tell me, and I'll tell them to flip it inside out. I'm like, all right, that's cool, dude.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
Bro, because it's like they're telling you to take off a shirt with a pentagram on it, or no, not take it off, but they're saying that might offend some people here. Well, maybe a Satanist might get offended by a cross on a shirt, but you're not telling them that.
Right.
Like,
I'm not like a –
I mean,
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I'm not like a Satanist, but like I like looking into religions and shit. And I have a Satanic Bible and shit. And one day I brought it to school, and I wasn't bringing it to school to be like edgy or whatever. I just brought it to school and didn't think about it. I was looking at it in class, and my teacher came over and looked at it. He's like, "What you reading?" And I showed him. And he loved it. Like, I was so surprised. He loved it. He, like, lost his mind. And I was like, well, holy shit, this is cool. And he even liked my Venom shirt. That dude liked my Venom shirt. I won't forget that.
That is sick.
But, dude, like, now, like, it's kind of changed up because I stood my ground. But I almost got kicked off the wrestling team for this ring right here. It's a Baphomet with a pentagram in the middle.
Hey, that's sick, though.
Yeah, and dude, my coach seen it and lost his mind. Like, I was in trouble at the time. I didn't go to wrestling practice because I was in A school. And he walked in A school because I like beat up some kid that was still on the team because he was running his mouth. And he came up to me at A school and was like, and plus I don't want you wearing that devil worship and stuff. That doesn't represent who we are. And I'm like, so you want to represent not letting people be who they are and be on your team, you want to represent. having to fit your exact religious beliefs to be on your team. That's the image you want to put out there for people. Yeah.
Bro, okay. I don't mean to cut you off here, but one big thing that, and I feel like here we go veering off into the religion talk, but it's bound to happen. But one big thing that really pisses me off. Now, I'm not Satanist myself, but I've looked into Satanism as a whole, like, you know, what it really is. And when people think like Satanists, they're evil, like just bastardized people. They're just absolute monsters. Well, like, one of the big things, and this is what people say when I get into topics of Christianity and Satanism and all that, the biggest thing I say is I agree with the 11 satanic rules of the earth 1,000 times more with the 10 commandments, because it's more than, it's like, you know, granted, the things are like, it's, for example, when they say do not with the 11 satanic rules of the earth, it's like not kill unless for, you know, trying to attack you or anything like that. Like that I agree with. Or do not harm young children, obviously. I mean, when God says love your enemies and all that, the last rule of this, or the last satanic rule of the earth is when walking in open territory, bother no one. If someone bothers you, ask him to stop. If he does not stop, destroy him as in like, okay, beat his ass. You know, that's like, you know, and I'm sure a lot of people would agree that, like, you know, loving your enemies isn't something that's like easy to do. In fact, it's, for some people, it's almost impossible, like myself. Like, I can't love my enemies. Like, that's just, no, I can't. Like, you know, he says, like, love everyone, forgive the people who have done you wrong. The way I do it is like, I'll forgive you one time. Like, if you do me wrong, I'll forgive you one time. But after that, you do something again, I'm not going to forgive you. Like, you know, it all ties in with, like, when people say that Satanists are evil, hateful people. No, we're just like people who keep to ourselves. You know, we don't give opinions, you know, unless like we're just like normal people. We just keep to ourselves, you know. Mm-hmm. And they always take it as something that's, it just pisses me off, you know. Well, they take it, yeah.
It is crazy to me that people believe, like, it's obvious when someone has never looked into it, because
right.
Like Satanism, I don't have a word for what I would call myself, but Satanism, I know by definition is not worship of the devil.
Exactly. Thank you.
It is not that at all. It is nothing. As a matter of fact, Satanism does not believe in God or the devil.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just like this thing, and it's like so many people don't understand that, and it's it really is its own thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's the thing that gets me about it.
Yeah, they could have took a better name. Like, with that name, it can be misleading. I understand that, but still.
They did fuck up with the name, god. Probably.
I will say back when I was in, like, dude, eighth grade was my dawning year, and going way back to what you asked me earlier, was like the big four thrash bands. For me, the big four bands that got me in to where I'm at now, you know, being vocalist of Victims of the System, Suicide Silence, Chelsea Grin, Attila, and Amir. This was my peak of, like, wearing all black, you know, being just really dark and depressed. People would always ask me in eighth grade, are you a Satanist or do you worship the devil? And, like, if I told them, like, no, I'm not a Satanist, they'd be like, do you worship the devil? I would always tell them, like, dude, if you're a Satanist, you don't believe in the devil or God. And people never got that. It's like, they think Satanists, they're people who fucking paint pentagrams with fucking goat's blood and shit, or,
No.
you know, do rituals with the Ouija boards, summoning Pazuzu and Astaroth and doing all this crazy shit. But no, we don't think hell is even a real place. Like, it just, this is a conversation we could have for hours because it's just so mind-boggling that people can't even take the time to look into it, you know? They want to be all Christian, high and mighty, believe in God, read the Bible, but they want to misjudge Satanists and not even give, you know, their religion the time of day.
And they don't even, and those same people don't even know the fact that, like, how do I want to put this? The New Testament in the Bible, because I was raised Catholic as well. I was raised that way. I was raised. I've done all sacraments in the Catholic Church outside of marriage. I've never been married. I've done all the other sacraments though, and I went to catechism and all that shit. The thing that like boggles my mind is like, how do none of you people realize that like this same exact fucking Jesus story is 1,000,000 years old and goes back to the Egyptians? You guys just fucking recycled it and turned it into Jesus is just the newest one. Like, go, if you've never heard of it, go back and I believe his name was like Horus, I believe, from the Egyptian, who was fucking born a virgin, was crucified on December 25th, like has all these exact same fucking relations, like clearly where they got the Jesus thing from. Like, clearly Jesus is a fucking amalgam, you know, of many different religions that came together. And if you know the history of how religions spread,
yes,
they came into different countries and took over. That's where the fucking Christmas fucking tree comes from. It comes from paganism. I mean, like, all this stuff is just pulled from different religions to try to make it more integratable for the areas that they were taking over at the time. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just when you look into it, like, learn the fucking history, it changes the game for you.
One thing I want to add on is, or Aaron, did you want to go?
No.
Oh, okay. One thing I wanted to add on is earlier when I was talking about the 11 satanic rules of the earth, and this tied into one thing I said earlier, was I think the biggest one I agree with is give love to those who deserve it instead of wasting love on ingrates. You know? Give love to those who do you right and who deserve it, like, but people who do you wrong or do others wrong, fuck them. Don't give them any forgiveness or any time of day, you know, as Christians say you should.
Well,
and this is what I'm going to say. Dad, all my grandmas, if you ever see this, I apologize that you're about to hear me say this, but to me, the Christianity is a cult, and that cult of Christianity is filled with some of the most weak-minded people, because I feel like they go to Christianity as okay, this is definitely how the earth was made. This is exactly what we should believe in. Somebody just came through and said, water, land, animals, Adam and Eve, you know, they have no other place to go. So they're like, okay, this is what we believe in. And they're like, all the rules and the commandments, they all tell us to do good and all that. They have no other route. And that's where it's like a weak-minded cult, in my opinion. Now, not all Christians are like that, because I have tons of family who are Christians, and they're some of the nicest people ever. You know, I'm friends with a few Christians. Not all Christians are like that, but most of them, they're so like one-sided, self-centered, black. It just makes me think like, okay, why are we even here to begin with?
Bro,
It's
feel like you've
crazy.
been sitting on this for a while, waiting to say something about it. I feel
Oh
like you put a
yeah,
lot of thought into it. Yeah.
bro. It's been a thought that's been on my mind forever. Like,
Yeah.
and funny enough, I'm not Christian. I'm not Satanist. I'm not atheist. Like, I'm open to it, but don't really have a specific religion. I was actually baptized, and
Was I?
I'm writing a song right now. Yeah, exactly. And I'm writing a song right now. I might as well say the name, but I can't disclose anything about it. But I'm writing a new album, and one of the songs is also baptism. Lyrics as you guys failed. You thought your ritual like would turn me into a child of God. No, it just turned me away in the near future. Because it's like I see it all as a ritual. Like I bless the water, it becomes holy. You know, it just yeah. I'm gonna give y'all another chance to speak because I'm gonna end up going on about this. But yeah, that sums it up pretty much.
Go ahead.
I got some stuff I
Go.
want to talk about to like change the subject, kind of feel like.
Bro, go
Maybe-
for it, because we've been on this subject for a while, and I'm going to keep talking and talking and talking.
Yeah, I mean we're having a good conversation, but like, yeah, I feel like
I don't want to offend anybody, by the way. If anyone sees this and you are offended, just know I disrespect to your religion or what you believe in. Believe in what you want.
So
Just don't force it on other people. That's the biggest thing. Don't force it.
I got some stuff to announce when it comes to victims of the system.
Yeah.
All right, we're working on the EP is so close to being finished, dude, but it's frustrated me how long I waited. I was waiting on one track to get finished. I was waiting on one person, and they were taking forever. So I was like, dude, forget it. We'll put you on the next one. We're working on this next. We're gonna keep going. And now we're actually getting stuff done, but it's close to being finished. Working on three brand new splits. With one's gonna be on Summer Wide. Another one's Another one's with a band called ABC Ectomy. That's a short name. It's the whole alphabet twice. Ectomy. Yeah, with the homie Tumor Face.
What the fuck?
yeah. But it's gore noise. But with the cover of the split is me choking a dude out.
Yeah, I saw that. Bro,
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys, this shit's going to be fire.
Yeah.
This shit is going to be fire.
Yeah, but the picture, the angle of the video I sent both of y'all, the angle of the picture is on the other side. So you see his face turning red and you see me looking at him crazy. Dude, it's the best picture I've ever seen in my life.
Hell yeah.
That's great.
Go ahead.
So then the last one, it has victims of the system, liquid fetus remnants, vile dismemberment, chainsaw decapitation,
Fuck
and
yeah.
that's it. But
We
it's
out
called-
here.
yeah, it's called
Shit.
Fuck Anal Flamethrower, and it's a diss on this music promotion channel called Anal Flamethrower, and I want to talk about why real quick. If that's cool.
Yeah.
So
Go for it.
I was talking about not wanting to start no beefs, but this beef's already been started because, like, nah. But so I'm in ball dismemberment and liquid fetus remnants. Those are my side projects. I wanted Anal Flamethrower to upload the Anally Fucked music video. So I Gmail him. I'm like, yo, didn't you want to upload our music video? He's like, no, dude, I'm not taking requests no more. And I was like, oh, that's all you did. No worries. Then he texts me back and he's like, yeah, just so you know, it's not anything against your project. It's just because some of the shittiest bands like Vile Dismemberment and Old Lady Pubes keep making me post their music, and I feel like they suck ass, and that's why I'm losing views. I was like, oh yeah, and Old Lady Pubes is on it. I forgot that. But I was like, I'm in Vile Dismemberment, dude, and you just told me to my face that we suck shit. And he was like, oh, I hope you're not offended when I never upload your shit anymore. And I was like, oh my god, I don't know who you think you're popping off to right now, cuz. So I screenshotted it, sent it to everybody, and dude, for like a week straight, everybody in the gore noise scene and the gore grind scene was posting on their story saying fucking Flamethrower. And yeah, they eventually deleted every Vile Dismemberment track they ever uploaded, every Liquid Fetus Remnant track they ever uploaded, and because we spammed their comments saying foul dismemberment is God, and yeah, so eventually dude just kept running his mouth, and now we're making the diss on him, and it's gonna be sick. We've made no progress. I'm the one who put the split together. I got all the bands on it. We're in a group chat, and we literally just send memes. Like, we don't work on anything. Like, we've made no progress, but it'll be done eventually. Yeah, I think I've heard.
So that's what VOS has upcoming.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Well, hold it. Let me think. Update on the show that I was talking about last time I was on this show. They're finna be debating it soon, like if they're even gonna do the party. But if they don't, I'm gonna play there. Cause dude, the club it's a motorcycles clubhouse, like a motorcycle club's clubhouse, right? And they have played our music there while they were partying before, like over the speakers and stuff.
Nice.
And they're gonna let us play, just maybe not this month. Yeah.
Real. I mean, hey, that's real. You know, with everything going on.
Yeah.
But that's awesome.
I do.
Yeah. But the thing is, like,
I was just gonna say a few things, but no, go ahead and finish up.
all right. A lot of people were like asking me personally about like the social distancing thing with it. But the thing is, it's like kind of private. It's not open to the public. It's just a motorcycle club we're going to be performing for. They've all been tested, so it's not going to be like nobody's going to be in danger or anything. So yeah.
Oh, nice.
Don't worry about that. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I do say a couple things about that is because obviously I'm the new vocalist for Victims, and I want to let you guys know, for anybody that's listened to Victims, you know, any of their other releases, I want you to know the vocals you got. I'm taking my vocals with this band like to a whole new fucking level. Like it's gonna be some crazy shit. So I and can I say the name? You know, the RITW. Can I say the name?
Oh, well, like it might be offensive, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, I have not yet, but after this, I'm going to get on it. We are with the EP. There's going to be a song on it called "Raped in the Woods," and it's, dude, you guys. There's a very. I don't want to give too much away about it. Just know, dude, the vocals are going insane, and I promise you guys, I am going to bring as much as I can to the table for this band. It's going to be amazing.
I got something to say about that song specifically. After we stopped being a cover band, we tried black metal for a little while. We recorded like 4 songs, right? This song itself has more black metal influence than like all of that combined, mixed with slam, mixed with like ton of subgenres, and it's gonna be sick. The drums kind of iffy, but besides that, it's gonna be sick. But yeah.
And I didn't want to say anything about it because I wasn't sure, but yes, Raped in the Wood has a lot of Blackened influence, and I'm telling you guys right now, when you hear this track, I am going to be tracking some of the highest, most shrill whistle tones I have ever recorded for this track. It's going to be insane. I can't wait for you guys to hear it. Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So like shrill, like to the point where like I almost pass out doing it.
Oh my God. That's awesome. That is fucking awesome, you guys. And you know, Aaron, I always love the song titles because they are fucking wild and they are offensive. And I mean, like, I think I told you this the last time, but the name of this podcast is named after a song that my cousin and I wrote in our very first band. And that is what we were literally like, let's be the most offensive band we can be. Like, so that's always
Infinite Annihilator.
Yeah, it's always the kind of shit we went for. So I appreciate it because it's in the name of art. It's in the name of metal. It's not actually meant to be offensive. Yeah. Like, it's just like, this is what we're writing about. You know what I mean? Like, we want to make this scene or this horror movie on disc or on, in music. And, yeah, that's all.
I was just going to say, you summed that up perfectly. Because one more thing I wanted to add on before you continue is me being the lyricist for the band as well. I mean, a lot of people just look at it like it's like, oh, these guys are crazy humans. They do terrible shit to people. Well, no. What I do is I think of like, okay, what do I want in a horror movie? I want to see someone getting their head chopped off. And I write about that. Not all the lyrics are about that. Some of them are personal experiences that I have, but most of them, I'm just like, all right. I take from the song title, like Whorehouse Massacre, I took from the song title, wrote some lyrics about that. Raped in the Woods, I'm going to try and be like, okay, graphic as possible. Let's go. So I just wanted to say that you summed that up perfectly because people always take it as, okay, these guys are horrible people.
No, it's a fucking Jason movie in a song. Like, that's all it is. It's Cannibal Corpse. It's,
exactly
fantasy.
Exactly.
It's just the way we choose to reflect the art that we see. You know what I mean? Like, it's
exactly
our expression. And it's, of course, not all metal is like that, but some of the best metal, in my opinion, is. So,
oh yeah,
like, I love horror movies. I love horror metal. Like,
oh yes, bro. Cannibal Corpse is one of the biggest death metal bands ever, and they're dude. I love Cannibal Corpse. They're like one of the reasons why I write gory, graphic, just completely. Actually, funny little story here. I was in 8th grade. This was when I was diving into Cannibal Corpse a lot. And I would write gory graphic lyrics all the time in my notebook at school, mind you. One day, the teacher, oh yeah, dude, just, oh man. So I'm writing, and I think I remember specifically what I was writing about because my girlfriend of like, I don't even, maybe like 6 months had just cheated on me. And I had like, okay, we're going to take a Cannibal Corpse and Whitechapel route with this. So I started writing, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to cut your vagina lips off so you can't fuck, all that shit. Just writing gory graphic shit. And the teacher, she's walking around. I'm supposed to be doing my work. Okay, mind you, I'm writing, but supposed to be doing my work. And she walks over and I didn't even know she was there because I was so engulfed in writing. And she read everything and like never said a word, but after class she was like, I looked in your notebook, is everything okay? And she actually went to the counselors about it because I thought she was just talking to me personally, but she went to the counselors about it. They called me in like 3 periods later and they were like, can we see your notebook? This wasn't the only piece of lyrics that I had. There were so many other gory graphic ones in there. They were reading through it. And they were going to give it to the principal. And that would have like fucked me bad. But like they genuinely thought something was wrong with me. Like they thought I had like a condition or like I was actually fucked up in the head. But I tried to explain to them. I was like, no, I'm just taking like really like, graphic stuff and throwing it on a notebook. And I told them to look up Cannibal Corpse's lyrics. And they were like, okay, we kind of see the resemblance now of why you do that. But dude, I almost got expelled because the lyrics I was writing, I wish I had the paper because I could read them to you right now. But the lyrics I was writing were so graphic that they were going to show the principal. Like, cause
that I can't, like, with both of you, like Aaron, you had the experience with the T-shirt. Jason, you had the experience with the lyrics. Like, both of you had such like you like told them, you're like, no, double check what you're doing here.
Exactly.
Like, that's so fucking awesome to me. It's so awesome to me because I went to a high school that like was like known. I mean, not really, but sort of nationally. There was a big story at one point in time where a long time ago, a kid wore a Kurt Cobain T-shirt the day after he committed suicide. Obviously, that was an ode to him. But my school they said, you got to go and you got to change that T-shirt because you're promoting suicide. So
are you fucking joking?
Nope. Dead serious. East Lansing High School. Look it up. But then I go there. I end up there, way more than 10, probably 10 to 15 years later. And I'm walking around every day in a fucking Eaten Back to Life T-shirt. And nobody says dick. Like,
yes.
Nobody says dick. So
bro.
I love it. I love the fact that you two were so intelligently vocal in talking to them about, hang on. I get what you're seeing right now, but reevaluate it through my perspective. Like,
exactly.
That's awesome.
Because I always wanted to defend myself in my music because, they always, dude, 7th and 8th grade, we can all agree, 7th and 8th grade were bad, Those were years, whether you got bullied or just bad relationships and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure we all can relate to being bullied for how we dress or anything like that, just stuff like that. Cause they would always say Satanist, emo, that guy listens to Scream. Some wacky ones. People say that guy cuts open babies and hangs their insides from inverted crosses. I've heard some wacky shit.
Nobody really I mean, the only people that I've been called up by students probably 3 times for what I listen to. I feel like the reason because it stopped is because most of them upside their jaw. They don't want to say it no more. But besides that, the main people I have a problem with what I listen to is teachers. I'm never really had a bad experience students having a problem with what I listen to. Because dude,
right?
In preschool, I was 4 years old. I was already a metalhead, right? And the assistant teacher loved Twisted Sister, and I overheard her listening to
Hell yeah!
Take It One Day. Oh, dude! I overheard her listening to We're Not Gonna Take It One Day, right? So I shot the horns, and my older teacher told me to my face at a 4-year-old. She told me I was gonna go to hell if I ever did that again. No, that scared me, dude. And I was
what?
I was like, I'm never doing that again. And so I went back. I lived up with my uncle. I was in his room one day when he was scrolling on Facebook, and there was a picture of the horns on the fire. I was like, I'm never doing that again. And he's like, why? And I was like, my teacher told me I'd go to hell. And he started laughing so fucking hard. He died laughing, but the next day, he was at the school. And yeah. She
shit. Wait. Oh my God, bro.
I'll tell you right now, another reason you guys need to watch, as soon as we are fucking done with this podcast, you guys need to watch Metal: A Headbanger's Journey. The reason why the horns are synonymous with heavy metal is because of Ronnie James fucking Dio.
Yeah.
Ronnie James Dio is fucking Italian, and he got the horns from his grandmother. Okay, the horns are the real name for the horns is called the Maloik, Maloik, the Maloik, and it serves 2 purposes. It's either giving the evil eye to someone or protecting the evil eye from someone. You give someone the horns to protect them from the evil eye. And So it's like a cursed thing and it's a protection thing. No, nobody fucking knows. Everybody's like, oh, you're going to hell if you do no, fuck you. I could be trying to protect you, motherfucker. Like it's as straight up. That's the history.
I got two things to say.
You listen to AC/DC? I was just gonna make a joke and say, you listen to AC/DC? Oh, Sonny, you're going to hell.
Highway to hell.
I got two things to say now, though, but I already forgot the second one. But the first thing, so that teacher, the other teacher that liked Twisted Sister, in preschool they didn't have like yearbooks, but they made a personal book for you, and like for each student. The teacher that liked Twisted Sister had a picture of me with this building block, holding it like this with an angry face, and she said Aaron's going to be the next big metal singer, and like, yeah, that still means a lot to me. But
that's awesome.
Yeah, but
right.
Now I got to try to remember the second thing.
He's like, I got two things to say.
Oh yeah,
I forgot the second thing.
Yeah, I was going to say big rip to Eddie Van Halen, dude.
Man.
Shit, I heard about that, dude.
Yeah. Yep. No, yeah.
Dude,
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Let me tell you how I heard about it. So I'm at wrestling practice. I just finished my workout, right? Now I got to go climb ropes if I want to leave. The ropes touch like a roof that's like twice my house. So as I'm going to the ropes, Coach Stevenson, my assistant coach, comes up to me and he's like, yo, you hear Eddie Van Halen died? And I'm like, no, but thanks for bumming me out before I got to climb to the roof, cuz. And the whole time I was climbing up the ropes, I was so bummed out, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that.
Dude.
Yeah.
Like me personally, I can't say he was like a big guitar inspiration because like I listened to a little bit of his music. I actually owned a Van Halen shirt at one point, and he was such a big fucking role model for so many people, and like I can't imagine what they're going through right now. Like, rest his soul, dude, because that guy was a fucking god on guitar. He was a legend.
Oh man.
I got two more things to say now. So
yeah.
Don't forget it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. But so he was never really a big inspiration for me. I knew he was one of the greatest because of like Eruption and shit. But he inspired the guy.
Oh yeah.
Inspired the guy that inspired me to play guitar. He's the reason Dimebag played guitar. So that's
exactly.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Second thing. I forgot.
Oh damn it! Not again.
Oh man. Dang.
You gotta start writing these things down, Aaron.
Dude, I do this all the time.
As soon as you think of it,
here,
bro, you need to have a pen and a paper with you.
Let me rewind.
As soon as you think of it.
We was talking about.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I forgot.
No,
like it's gone, dude. It's gone. It ain't coming back. No.
If it comes back, stop either of us and tell us.
All right.
Yeah. If it comes back, stop either of us and tell us. But real quick, I want to share with you guys two things real quick. So I just saw this meme earlier. It's here. I don't know if you can see it. Dimebag and Eddie. All right. 23. Eddie Van Halen put his original black and yellow striped guitar, known as Bumblebee, into Dimebag's casket.
Yeah, I knew about that.
Buried with him. Dimebag once told Eddie how much he loved the instrument, which had his favorite colors on it. And Eddie planned to make a copy for him, but instead he gave him the original for eternity, saying Dime was an original and only an original deserves the original.
Yeah. I remembered it.
I mean, come the fuck on. Like, the
two
goats, dude. Like, oh my god. And then, okay, all right. Fuck. I don't know if I should. We're getting crazy right now. I don't know if I should do this because we're getting technical. I don't know if this will work. Maybe I should cut this out. I don't know. But I need to show you guys something that we just did. Maybe I'll cut it out because I did it on the last podcast. Because we talked a lot about Eddie Van Halen. But there's there's just this particular, oh shit, hold on. There's just this particular scene from the documentary I've been talking about all night, Metal Headbanger's Journey, that you guys need to see. That is one of my favorite scenes that has to do with Eddie. Oh, there it is. There it is. I got it. What are you going to say, Aaron? Go ahead.
Okay, so it's only going to take a second. I was watching this video literally like 2 days before he died, right? And it was a video of him performing, and homeboy, like, I don't know if it was him or some other dude in the band, because like the video quality was terrible, but he was swinging a stick around, and it busted his nose. And he kept going, like, with the busted nose. He'd just wipe it off and then keep playing for like probably 30 minutes. After eventually he couldn't take it no more, and as he stopped, he apologized for having to stop and waste their time. And that's awesome, dude. Like, that's great performing. It's like, I don't know the word, whatever. Showmanship.
Commitment.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, dude. That's one of the reasons why one of my favorite current guitarists of all time is Alexi Laiho. I watched him play once with a broken collarbone, and the next night they dropped off the tour. Jesus. It was a Lamb of God tour. I believe it was the Resolution tour. Children of Bodom was opening the night before. He had broken his collarbone. He played the Detroit. Not only did he play the Detroit show, he still did the trick where he takes his Randy Rhoads V guitar and flips it all the way around his body, and continues to play on the strap. And yeah, like the next day they had to drop off the tour. So yeah, dude, that means the world to us metalheads. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure. But here, hang on, Jason, you still there?
I don't think he's still there.
Oh, there. Yep, there he is. I saw the horns. But hold on. Okay, we gotta wait for. Yep, I see.
TMI, but I had to mute myself because I'm taking a piss.
No worries. No worries. But here, hold on. Let me see if this works real quick. Okay, here. There we go. Now I believe you guys see that? I'm screen sharing with you guys.
Hey, there we go. Hell yeah.
Check. Wait, hold on. Let me just make fucking sure that.
What up, porn?
Hang on. Wait, hold on. Let me play this for a second. Tell me if you can hear it. Can you hear that?
Nah.
No. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Everybody, you're seeing behind the scenes shit right now because last night Aaron and I figured out how to do this. There it is. Share computer sound. There we go. Okay, tell me if you can hear this.
Classical music is...
Yes, I can hear that. Classical music or something.
Yes, classical music is. This is where we will start from in this scene. I need you guys to watch this. This is, again, a scene from Metal Headbanger's Journey. We might get dicked on YouTube for this, but I don't give a fuck because I think this is so important. Yeah. Watch and listen to this shit.
Associated with the university, with, learning and everything. Bach didn't go to college. Mozart didn't go to college. Virtuosic performers who were known as improvisers. That describes Bach as well as it describes Eddie Van Halen. From Eddie Van Halen on, the guitar becomes so overdriven, so hot, that the models of playing from violin and organ become relevant to the guitar, which used to be an instrument like the piano where you'd hit a note and it would fade. Not any longer. You hit a note, it can last forever because it's feeding back. And so all of a sudden you have the classical models being relevant because of technological changes.
Dude, like that scene...
What?
That scene lives with me. I know everybody that's seen this. I talked about it on the last episode, but okay, here, real quick. Check this out. All right. Pay attention to how fast his right hand is moving.
Oh, I saw that, dude.
Dude,
He's going so fast. It's
you
like
can't even see it.
Exactly, bro.
You can't
it's like,
even
it's
see
like
it.
one specific image. Like it's not
Yes.
even moving.
And if you listen, if you really listen to it, like the notes you're hearing, like listen to the underneath, because you can actually hear every time the pick hits the string, and it literally sounds like a fucking fighter. It's like it sounds like a fighter jet. Listen carefully.
Oh my god. Bro.
Dude, like ever since I saw that, it blew my fucking mind.
Bro, his fucking hand is moving so fast. It's what? Oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah. We lost a god 2 days ago.
That's actually insane.
We lost a god 2 days ago, and may he dine with Odin is what I have to say. Like that's
oh my god.
That was a big one.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Eddie.
Fuck 2020 and fuck cancer. Jesus Christ.
Fuck 2020, dude. This year has been shitty as hell.
Did you know that the last words Dimebag and Vinny ever said to each other was Van Halen? Because they said it before every show, because it meant just leave it all out there, dude. If you mess up, you mess up. Just put on a good show. Vinny Paul talked about it. He said that's the last words they ever said to each other.
They would just say Van Halen?
Yeah, that's what they said before they went out. That was like their good luck charm. Yeah.
Oh my god. I had no idea.
God, bro. Dude, one of the biggest metal bands, Pantera, they said, wow, dude.
I will say.
Oh my god. That is crazy, dude.
That's fucking amazing.
Like I said, he inspired so many people. And it just sucks to see him go like that.
He changed the way guitars played. Like it's insane.
Dude, he really fucking did, man.
And to see on film that bleed out between the Mozart playing piano and Eddie Van Halen playing guitar, to see how it meshes in so well.
Exactly.
The first time I ever saw that, I was like, this is explaining what I've always felt. Metal is on that level in terms of musical ability and prowess, and nobody gives it that credit.
Exactly. Like people always.
Keep going.
Okay. What happened? Oh, he's late. Oh.
This is live, people.
Oh man. Oh shit. Well, one thing I was gonna say was like, people always look at metal, and specifically like I'm talking like heavier bands, like not like metal, like like Ozzy. Like I'm talking like black metal. Sometimes metal, people look at it and they always say it sounds so angry and dark and depressing, and I normally say like, dude, do you realize back in like 1930, 40, 50 there were fucking symphonies that sounded like it could be in a horror movie, or symphonies that made you feel like you were just in a complete depressive state, and people are always like, black metal's suppressing. Go back to the 40s. Listen to like the orchestration and the symphonies and all that. It just sounded so dark back then.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not all just forming now. So.
Right. Aaron, go ahead.
All right, I got two things to say again.
Don't fucking forget
First
them.
thing. One second.
Oh.
Dude.
Oh no.
My God. What were we even talking about?
Black.
Yeah, okay, I got you. Dude, okay. So the other day, my friend Ansel, who also plays guitar kind of and listens to some metal, I was talking to him about it, and I mentioned like death metal. He's like, I don't really like death metal. And I was like, why? And he's like, that like black metal, they have too much screaming. And I'm like, you watch your fucking mouth, bro. And I was like, I'm gonna send you a song later.
What?
By the band that originated death metal, and you tell me how you feel about it. And I'll send him "Voice of the Soul" by Death.
Oh my!
Yeah, his whole perspective changed after that.
Nice.
But yeah, but then when we was talking about classical music, this is the second thing. My mind just went weird because I started thinking like, dude, how did Beethoven know like what was going on, dude? And like, how did he know what he was playing? And that still confuses me. And I started thinking about Helen Keller. And I think she's full of shit. I think she's a liar. I don't think Helen Keller was really, I'd call her out. She's still alive. Shit. I think she's alive.
Oh.
He cut out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hang on. You broke up for a second there, Aaron.
My bad.
Aaron, wait.
My bad. Helen Keller.
There we go.
Helen Keller? Helen Keller? Oh, so look, how she know what, like, you know, where the scene where, like, water comes in her hand, she's like, water, you know? Like, how she know what water is if she's never been able to hear it?
What?
Like, what's going on, dude? She's lying. Like, this is for clout, dude. Either she's not really blind to deaf, or her teacher is, like, doing this for the clout. Yeah.
Oh, my God, bro. Aaron said, water!
Well, I mean, I'm going. I'm.
Oh my God, bro!
I'm
water.
I'm getting I mean, for some people, maybe I'm getting a little heebie-jeebie now. But I mean, I won't go that deep into it. But I did recently watch a documentary where, it was basically about like how do I explain it? Fuck. It's a kind of like a documentary about mind over matter and how our minds are actually able to control and sense more than we realize. And like there was shit in that documentary, dude, where straight up children had complete fucking blackout eye, like everything else was open, but their eyes were completely blacked out. And they were still able to read words off of a page.
Oh my God!
I don't know how. I can't explain it. But it's in the doc. I can't. I'm a dick. I can't remember the name of the documentary right now. But yeah, dude. Like I was watching. There is some shit about the fucking mind that might be able to explain that, but. I don't know. I get your point. I get your point, though. Yeah. I get your point.
There's millions of different languages where they say water.
Oh, yeah.
How'd she know English water? Like
water.
Yeah.
Bro, that still gets me. The way Aaron said water, he was like, water.
That's awesome.
Oh my God.
That's awesome. But
I don't even know where that came from, dude. I just started thinking about when you were talking about classical music.
It's the way you said it, the undertone in your voice. Water.
Dude, because that's how she said it in the movie. Like, I didn't want to, like, I don't know. That's how she said it in the movie, man.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I wanted to... Oh my God, bro! I wanted to add on to something Aaron said earlier, just a little thing where he said his friend said black metal has too much screaming in it. Is there any black metal that has nothing but screaming?
Right.
Exactly.
Have you guys right? Have you guys seen Lords of? I think Aaron, you have.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Lords of Chaos?
I've watched it like 4 times now.
Yeah.
I have not.
Oh, that's a good one, bro. It's a good one. You
It's
should
like-
check it out. It's not totally historically accurate, but it's good.
No.
Right.
It's very.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie.
It's entertaining.
I got another one for you though. I don't know if you've seen it, Aaron, because I just saw it for the first time recently. Have you guys ever seen the meme on like Facebook or whatever of like the guy in full corpse paint black metal sitting on a bench licking ice cream next to a girl, like a blonde girl in all pink?
Yeah, that's from Deathgasm. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Have you seen Deathgasm,
I love that
dude?
movie.
Dude,
Bro,
I just saw it for the first time.
I have not seen Deathgasm.
You need to. It's free
I've
on
not
Amazon
seen that,
Prime.
but-
It's free on Amazon Prime. You need to watch this one, dude. It's such a great metal movie. It's such a great metal movie. I love it so much. I was fucking crying the whole time. Like, I was laughing so fucking hard, dude. It's amazing. It's a great movie.
Speaking of that, dude, you know the Black Hymn, the song that they play that summons all the demons and stuff?
Yes.
I learned how to play that. Like,
oh, fuck yeah.
Like, yeah, I forgot, but I could learn again because it took me like a day to learn. But yeah, I learned how to play it a while back.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Shit, guys, we went down some fucking wormholes tonight. I feel like I've had you way longer than I meant to keep you. One final question though, because it's literally the last one on my list. So let's just go for it. In terms of bands, album covers, songs, anything like that, like the whole gambit, do either of you have a favorite example of horror in metal?
Yes.
Oh man. Yes. Aaron, you take the stand for this one first.
I got you. Job for a Cowboy. I forget the name of the song, but in the music video, he's carrying his son and he throws him on the ground and cuts him open and replaces his gut.
I've seen that. Oh shit,
dude, that is insane. Like, oh my god. Yeah,
I've seen that.
Fuck
Hell yeah,
dude.
Fuck yeah. So, all right, hell yeah.
So I will say this thing, and I got a few, but the main one that I'm going to say, and I know you already wrote it down, Burton, but anyone who's watching this, if you have not listened to Indwell by Methwitch, you need to, because this album, like, literally, I quoted Austin Dickey, it makes you feel like you're on the dark web, and you're like, dude, listen to it with headphones. It's a must. If you don't have headphones and you want to listen to it through a good speaker, that's cool, but like, the left and right panning he does with all that shit, it's horrifying. So but a classic, you guys know the song Your Creations by Suicide Silence?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In the breakdown, the banana slaughter them banana. For some reason, one day, this was when I had a lot of drugs. I was smoking a lot of weed, and I was just laying there in my bed, and that part came on, the banana. Dude, that part just sounded scary to me. The way Mitch was saying slaughter them and that guitar riff just sounded creepy as hell. But, yeah. As far as horror in music, Methwitch, Indwell.
I got one more.
You guys need to...
Have you heard of Deviloof?
Spell that.
Oh my god!
No.
Bro! Yes, I have.
I've never heard of that.
Oh, dude, they're Japanese. They look like chicks, but oh my god, it's brutal, man.
What?
Dude, check them out.
Spell that for me. D-E...
Like devil, then oof. No space, just how it sounds.
Okay.
But look, they have this song.
Kind of like Roblox oof, right?
Yeah. But there's this song they
like
have.
Oof.
Yeah, with a Japanese title, which translates to torture. I showed in the video, they're in the woods, right? And they're going insane. And there's these body bags dragging. And then there's 3 lined up in front of the campfire. Then you see liquid come down on one, and they catch it on fire. And it is insane. And it is the most brutal song I've ever heard in my entire life. It is insane. I'll send you the link if you want me to, man.
Yeah.
But I showed my mom it one time. Every time any of her friends mention the kind of music I listen to, she shows them that song. Yeah. Bro,
you just, oh my God. I'm sorry. I got to chime in and say this before I forget. He just reminded me of something. You guys have had to have seen this before, but the music video for Obscure by Deer and Gray,
I don't know.
That
Deer and Gray.
shit is terrible. Bro, all I'm going to say is it's like babies puking and just like terrifying shit, like worms like coming out of like stomachs and stuff, like crazy. Like when you said Devil Oof, it made me think of Deer and Gray and their music video for Obscure. You actually have to like look up. I think you can find it on YouTube. I'm not sure, but I think it's so like fucked up that you have to like go on Google and look up Deer and Gray Obscure uncensored video.
Is it DEER or DEAR?
DIREN and then Gray with an E instead of an A. The song Obscure by Deer and Gray.
Okay.
And not just the song. The song's a little low quality. I'm talking about the video. That shit's horrifying.
Fuck yeah.
The singer's puking while he's like throwing up as he's singing in the video. It's
like some Gigi Allen
crazy
shit. That's wild. That's
oh
wild.
yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
Last thing I gotta say.
Yeah.
Last time I was on here, I didn't listen to Hatebreed. I didn't like really know him. I'd heard the name. I never watched the Jamie Joss show. Didn't know who that was, and I did right after that, dude. And yeah, I fuck with it. There was like one song. It was like talking about I wasn't worth the bullets or something, and that was pretty sick. Yeah.
Once I had a shotgun to my head, they said it wasn't worth the bullets.
Yeah.
Oh shit! What is that? Oh, dude, staring down the barrel of today.
Yeah.
Slaps
So hard. So fucking hard.
yes! That fucking riff. The oh.
They just
slaps.
yeah, dude. They just announced they got a new album coming in November, dude. I'll you know what? Fuck it. I won't tell you about it. I'll just fucking text you after the show. I'll send you a wormhole to go down with Hatebreed, dude. Yeah, dude. They're
Bro,
one of my favorite bands.
Burton, do you have Insta?
Oh yeah. Lost in the Dark.
That's
yeah.
how I started talking.
Oh.
To you.
Aaron, when we get done with this, send me Burton's Instagram.
Yeah.
Got you.
Absolutely. But honestly, you know what? We have been down many. This was amazing. We've been down many rabbit holes tonight. We covered everything I got here, so I won't keep you guys any longer. Thank you both so much, Victims of the System, for being back on the show. Can never thank you guys enough, and you are more than welcome back anytime you ever want to be back on for anything. And please plug everything Victims of the System. Where can people find you guys?
Oh my God! Let me say something real quick. First, before I plug stuff, I want to say I've improved with it, because last time like the phone was like right here the whole time. I didn't do that this time. Yeah. And I talked more too, and but anyway, yeah. But with Victims of the System, we're working on new merch, because the shirts on, I forgot the name. The website that our merch is on is Redbubble. The shirts are garbage. The mask is the only thing that looks cool. But we're working on new shirts. We was on Blizz's albums. You can buy the hard copies of that for $5 now. Yeah.
On Redbubble?
It's got this out in the what? No, not on Redbubble. I think it's on Teespring or something.
Okay.
I think. Yeah. I'll send you like the post talking about where you can get it.
Yeah, send me the link and I'll put it in the description.
All right. Yeah, in the booklet it shouts us out. Yeah. It's on Slammer Wide, on Spotify, on iTunes, on Bandcamp, on all of that. Yeah, we got a bunch of new stuff coming. Just look forward to that. Yeah, that's about it.
That's all I gotta say to add with Aaron is you guys are going to love the new Victim stuff. I promise.
Yeah.
Obviously Facebook and Instagram. Wait, you guys had a Facebook, right?
I have a Facebook, but I don't use it. I have Instagram and Twitter, which are the ones that I use the most.
Okay, nice.
There's not like an official Victims of the System Facebook, but yeah.
We do have an official Instagram.
Yes, very much. That's what I follow. Absolutely. All right. I guess I'll end this real quick, and then that'll be it. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you, Victims of the System. I mean, you guys, this was this was one of the most fun episodes I've had in a while. This was outstanding.
Hell yeah.
And I cannot
thank you for having me.
Oh man, I can't thank you guys enough for being on, and you are welcome back anytime you ever want. This was outstanding. So
Fuck yeah.
we'll wrap this one up, and as soon as I figure out how, and here we go. All right. Thank you guys again so much. Did you see what I mean? Like, we went all over the place. We went down so many different rabbit holes. It was so much fun. That was really, like, honestly, I just had so fucking much fun doing that one. It was an absolute blast and an absolute pleasure to have them back on. Can never thank them enough for being on and for the intro graphic, and just, you know, they're just really awesome guys. And be sure to check out all things Victims of the System. Especially, I feel like they're most active on Instagram, so keep an eye on their Instagram. It's awesome. They're always posting new stuff. They're always working on new stuff, and I really look forward to hearing what they have in the future, as well as having them back on the show in the future, because they're just fucking awesome. I love having them on. Before we go, I do want to mention one more time. Be sure to check out An Evening with the Convalescents. Go to the All Convalescents social media. You'll find it. An Evening with the Convalescents is an event taking place October 30th at 6:30 p.m. at the Muwami Indoor Theater in St. Muwami, Ohio. Tickets are only $10. Seating is very limited, and masks are required. But this evening sounds absolutely amazing. They're showing their new documentary, The Making of the Monument of Misery. They're showing music videos, and they're doing a live concert screening. The whole band will be in attendance. You'll be able to hang out with them, get some merch. I think they'll have merch. It sounds like a fucking awesome time. Again, tickets are only $10. October 30th, 6:30 at the Muwami Theater in Ohio. Really sounds like an awesome time, and you know, if we can't go to concerts, this sounds like a really cool kind of fucking event that I think could work really well. And we're hoping to make it down there for sure. And I think everybody should check out All Things Convalescence, and be sure to check out that event coming up. If you're from the area or can make it or anything, then definitely you're gonna want to give that a shot, because it will be a great time. Everyone's gonna have a blast, I'm sure. But that'll be it for this one, episode 158, first one in our like haunted series lineup for the rest of the month, leading up to Halloween. And but that's gonna be it for this one. So if you guys are still watching, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. We can never thank you guys enough for watching all the way through. And of course, Victims of the System, thank you guys so much for being back on, and we can't wait to have you back. You're the fucking best. That was such a great episode. I loved it so much. But as always, everyone, until next time, be sure to check out All Things Victim of the System and Convalescence. We got a lot more coming. And as always, raise your fucking horns, bang your heads. We love you all to death. Good night.